What's going on, guys? What is going on? What up? What is going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you guys for stopping by. What is going on, guys? I'm gonna check out your favorite coins today. Take a look here at Bitcoin. There we go. Well, great to see you guys today. Welcome to the live stream, the crypto live stream. Let me know how you guys are doing today. Bitcoin is moving up. We're gonna be taking a look here at the top gainers as well. Right, just cover some of your favorite altcoins. What's up, Victory? Tars AI. For sure, we'll cover Tars AI as well. We'll really see which coins are reacting good to the markets here, of course. Shout out to all you guys who've been buying the last couple of weeks. I know it's been hard. As you guys know, I've been bullish. I've been coming out here saying I'm bullish, and we're finally getting that bounce, right? Definitely doesn't mean the bottom is in, but it's definitely a great sign we're getting that bounce off the 100 MA here for Bitcoin, and we're starting to get from on the weekly, starting to crawl back up here above that oversold territory level. So that's a good thing right there. All right, that's a very positive thing. Is it good to invest in Solana? Yeah, so Solana, we'll take a look at Solana. I'll give you my opinion if it's a good time to invest in Solana or not. And just very straightforward. I would say, yeah, it's a good time to invest in Solana because Solana came down to this massive support level. And we're holding it again right here, right? We didn't break it. And it doesn't mean we can't. Okay, so, what can happen here? This could be a great time to invest in Solana long term, but what can happen here? We can put in the lower high here and then break it and come down here, and then you're going to get a lot of panic sellers. But if you're long-term Solana here, even if you're short-term and looking to sell around this level, I would say it's not a bad time to buy Solana at the range low here. Right, it's basically since 2024 January, it's been ranging from 125 to 280s, right? Right, 115 to, so it's at the bottom of the range here, and most likely we're gonna get a big move up before we get a big move down. So I would say Solana is not bad, but again, you want to be a forward-looking, right? You want to be a long-term investor. What's up, One for Freedom? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming to the live stream. Thank you guys for liking the live stream. Don't forget to like. I'm going to cover Bitcoin here, give you guys some updates, cover your favorite coins as well. Heck, we'll even do some live trading. Again, if you guys want to know where I'm doing my scalp trading, my live trading here, high leverage, you can check it out in the profile. It's right there. It's where I love to trade. And we'll do some, we'll do some trading here for sure. I'm going to be looking to find some trades. You kind of see how how my strategy works, basically. All right. But yeah, you know, just giving you guys here. I just uploaded a video on my Bitcoin update. As you guys know me, I've been bullish for Bitcoin the last several weeks. Everyone that's been here in my live stream, you guys know that. I've been bullish for Bitcoin. And we're finally bouncing off that 100, which is why I've been bullish, right? We came down here, we've been holding that 100, and we're finally starting to get a bounce here. So my next big target is that 50 week, around 101 to 100K. That's the next, that's really the big target. I mean, when you really think about it. So don't forget to like, follow. Yeah, I butchered my comment on that post. I really did. I haven't looked at it yet, so I'll look at it later. Yeah. Gavano, thanks for joining the live stream. What are your thoughts on Monad? I'll take a look here on Monad. I haven't looked at it in a couple days. I did buy Monad. I only invested $250 in the pre-sale. But we'll take a look at Monad here. And by the way, if you guys that have Monad, you guys that either bought it or participated in the pre-sale like me, use my Gemini affiliate link and you guys can stake Monad on Gemini for 10% or 12%, I believe. So check it out. What's up, SNA? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming to the live stream, bro. You expect market to keep pumping or dump again? So I've been bullish. I've been bullish the last several weeks while most people have been bearish, thinking the market's gonna go down lower. And I've been saying, look, I'm bullish short term, but that doesn't mean that the bottom is in. So I believe the market will go up higher, and then once we get to these levels, I'll be able to see, okay, we could possibly go down lower and break that 80K. Right now, I can't tell for sure, but yeah, I'm still bullish here for Bitcoin going to higher targets for sure. I'm doing pretty good. How about you, SNA? So look, Monad, my thoughts on Monad, it's not looking too bad here. Right, we had the massive dump, the massive drop here with the market going down and also after the pre-sale. But we've been recovering pretty nicely here, right? Despite the market, it's been following the market pushing up. So that's a good sign. Well, at least not the last 2 days though, right? So you might see, I mean, we might kind of be delayed here from Monad. We might see a move here from Monad pretty soon here after we build support here, and then move up here with the market going up. So I'm pretty bullish on Monad. I can see it going down a little bit lower here, building support in this level. So I don't think the low is in yet, but I mean, we can go as low as 26, basically where the pre-sale was at, right? 25. So I'm kind of bearish short term, but I believe it's going to put in the lower high here. So I'm pretty bullish medium term. Thank you guys for the likes, by the way. Already got 54 people. Amazing. Wow. You guys have been killing it. And the reason, guys, by the way, the reason why I haven't been consistent going live stream, it's for one simple reason. It's the fact that where I'm at right now is just super cold. It's kind of like a room in my house where it doesn't get any heating. And it's so cold that I have like a space heater, right? But it's just like, it's pointless to waste energy using the space heater when it's already cold. So that's why I haven't been consistent live streaming. But today, right, I got a jacket on. It's basically like I'm going to work, putting on those clothes, but it's all good. I actually did I made like a mini studio in my closet in the living room. I'm not live streaming there yet because I'm still setting it up. So you know, now I'll be able to live stream there pretty soon. I just gotta set some things up like the audio and things like that, but I already put the monitor and stuff, so hopefully soon. Prediction for Sui. We'll take a look at Sui at some point. Bitcoin, I'm feeling with the retrace to 200 like each time in the past. 200 in May, you mean? Yeah, don't worry. I'll take a look at Sui. Zepic. Yeah. So I just told you I haven't been live, but I'm going to be more consistent. I expect the market to keep pumping. Look, I expect the market for Bitcoin to keep pushing up here. It's at least the 50 week. once we get to the 50 week, I want to see the price action around that 50 week, which is in green. And then I'll be able to tell if we're going to basically put in a dead cat bounce and go lower here. Okay. But I just want to, you know, I don't want you guys to FOMO in or get super bullish, right? Because, well, a scenario that can happen here is we can push up eventually to that 50 week and that 21 in May around here, right? And then put in a lower high and then come down and break the low and possibly go to the previous all-time high, which is around 69 to 65, 60K. So that's a scenario just so you guys know, right? You don't want to get too tied up here if Bitcoin does push up to 100K. But it looks like it's following that, you know. So yeah, look, I'm bullish on Monad. I just put in 250, but honestly, I don't know. I haven't been keeping up their project, to be honest. But I'm bullish on them. I put 250 on them. So all right, so let's check out some of your favorite coins here. We got Sui, we got Say, and by the way, stay tuned. I'm gonna check out all your favorite coins, of course. So just be patient, stay tuned. And by the way, if you guys want to know where I leverage trade, where I trade, check it out. It's on my profile. They're having their 4th anniversary with a lot of gifts. And each time, basically based on your trading volume or your deposit, you get a raffle. And they have a lot of prizes. Okay, so check it out. It's in my profile. And you'll also get bonuses, which is what I use to trade here. So I might do some live trading here with the bonuses, which basically the bonuses is like, well, you keep whatever you profit. So it's pretty cool. All right, so Sui, let's take a look here at Sui. As you guys know, I was bullish on Sui, right? I've been my streams the last couple of weeks, I've been bullish. A lot of people have been coming on here and saying we're bearish and bearish, but I've been bullish short term, right? I believe if we are bearish, we're gonna at least have a bounce up, and that's what we're starting to do here, even for Sui. So what Sui is doing now, it's coming up to its biggest point of control, but now it's gonna act as resistance. So very soon here, when Sui comes up here to possibly it's already in that zone, right? It's already in that zone here around $2, but it can go up a little higher, maybe 210, 212, right? 215. This is going to be a major resistance zone for Sui. So don't be surprised if we do put in a lower high here for Sui, similar to Bitcoin putting in a lower high, right? But Sui is pushing up here, and we're definitely going to get some type of resistance. If we're bullish, we get that resistance, we come down, put in that lower high, right? And then we bounce off and kind of do something like that. But it really depends on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin has negative price action to that 100K level, because if it does, Sui is going to do the same thing. It's going to put in lower high and then break the low here for Sui and possibly go down to 120, 119, around there. Possibly even lower, right? The 0.5 brings Sui to like 74 cents. So it's really situational here, right? I don't have a crystal ball, but we're able to take it one day at a time. What's up, Gabe? How's Bitcoin treating you? It's been pretty good. You know, I do have my Bitcoin, and it's pretty good. How's your number one coin looking? A number one coin, yeah. I mean, so in terms of, it used to be Dogecoin in terms of holding. Now it's XRP. So my biggest two holdings are XRP and Doge, and they've been pretty decent here. Dogecoin has been reacting pretty well to the market, so that's a good thing to see. And I did buy some more Dogecoin down here. So, yeah, I'm pretty bullish on Dogecoin still. How long do you think the market keeps pumping till March? Man, probably not. You know, probably not. I mean, it really depends on when Bitcoin goes to that weekly 50 MA. So it might be in late January, maybe in February. Whenever we make contact to over here, right, that 100, that 50 week MA around 100K, or even 103, I want to see the price action here. I know there's gonna be it's gonna be very crazy here, right? Because what's gonna happen is if we are bullish, right, the bulls, they're going to be selling, making people want to sell here and short. And then if we are bullish, we put in a lower high from the resistance and then continue up. Right? If we are bearish, it's gonna seem like we're building support here, and then we have a big dump, and then we keep dumping. So it's gonna be very fun to see. But again, I would probably expect late January, February to possibly catch up there. We'll see. Happy New Year, Gav's dad. Thank you, man. Thanks for coming to the live stream. Hope you guys are all doing great. I just for the new people just coming in, I just explained why I haven't been consistent, because it's been so cold in this room, but it's starting to warm up again. I set up a new studio in my living room closet. So when it gets really cold or even really hot too during the summer, I'm going to be doing live streams in there. So that's going to allow me to be more consistent. Not just live streaming, but making videos too. If you guys don't know, I have a YouTube channel. So it's going to be pretty good. I really want to go all in 2026. So I'm happy I made this little studio. Yeah, into early February, I could see. Useless. Nice. Oh yeah, Say. I forgot about Say. Shout out to Gav's dad. Thank you for the roses. First roses of the new year. Wow. Thank you, man. And this is the first live stream of the new year for me. So, yeah, let's take a look here. I say for GL. And see if Say is looking as good as Sui is. Because Sui is looking pretty decent. And, despite Say looking really bad here, putting in a major lower low here, it is a newer coin, right? It is a newer coin that came out here 2020, end of 2023, basically. And it's really in that level. So if Say does find a bottom, it's this level for sure. It has to be this level, or else it's just gonna go to zero. But man, I mean, this is a massive dump here to that first pullback here that it did after launching, right, back in 2023. So I mean, look, if you're bullish on Say, this is the time to buy. I mean, this makes me want to buy Say too. I already have Say, but the fact that it's this low and its biggest, basically 2023 lows here, it's worth taking a risk if you're bullish on this coin for sure. It definitely looks like a bottom for sure here, especially if we can end the month engulfing the previous month, right? We got 25 days left, but the monthly candle can close engulfing the previous candle. That's going to be a signal that this is going to probably be a continuation to at least this level here. Okay, so I do see Say coming back up here to 17, 18 cents. Okay, and then that's going to be a major resistance level right there for Say. So again, this might happen in February, right? It might be we might close out right here, and then February, big green candle to 18, 20 cents, get a resistance, and then depending on what Bitcoin does, either we put in that lower high and break the low and go down, or we come down, put in a higher low, and then we keep going up. So, I mean, Bitcoin is really the compass here for a lot of these altcoins. But I am bullish on Say short term. I see it coming up here to 18, 20 cents level. Okay. Just seeing how over, and you can kind of see here too, right? You see how oversold it's been here on the weekly. We're finally starting to crawl up here. We got that cross. We're starting to crawl up from oversold. So that tells me right here that the momentum is changing. Okay. This is the first time in a while where we have 3 weeks of green candles here. So, I mean, this is a good sign here for sure. Just started to buy Say. That's awesome. That's awesome. I already had a good amount of Say, but yeah, I mean, that makes me want to buy more, especially since it's a lower cap coin too. Man, you guys been killing it. Thank you guys for the likes. And, just checking out here. Let's take a look here at Bitcoin again. Bitcoin on the weekly, that stochastic starting to crawl up on the 2 week. What I can see happening here on the 2 week is you can see how we got that flip, right? So that's bullish. But, if on the 2 week we come up here, we can get a rejection, right? We can get a rejection and then come back down to oversold again, right? This happens a lot of times where we have, you know, it looks like we're breaking out from oversold, get rejected, and then come back down a little bit, stay a little bit longer, and then break. So that's what I'm watching here on the 2-week, right? If when we have that rejection, maybe we are around that 102, 101 level. Okay. So yeah, I mean, the next couple months is going to be very exciting to see what Bitcoin does. I feel like there are just too much people expecting a head and shoulders here, and there's just so much bearish people out there. And honestly, it might catch them off guard, right? I mean, I talk about these patterns, but these patterns are not guaranteed, guys, right? I mean, head and shoulders, it's not guaranteed that it's going to play out. It's just a theoretical, right? It's a probability that it could possibly play out, but it's not guaranteed. Bitcoin in 72-hour hits 100K. All right, let's check out some. Let me scroll up here. Let's see some coins. And don't worry, I'm going to check out all your favorite coins. User 80, if you're still here, let me know. I'll check out Arbitrum. We got Bub with Q and T. We have Rose and Dot. Okay, let's do Q and T, and then we'll do Rose and Dot. But if you are here, just stay patient. I'm going to cover all your favorite coins. Okay. Are you still holding all your positions? Yeah. Honestly, you know, I haven't really I only sold my Lunk because I was down on it a lot. So I sold it so I can use it as tax loss harvesting. But then I bought back in. So I really haven't sold anything the last couple of weeks and months. Okay, so let's take a look here at Q&T, which isn't looking too bad, but not too good either, right? The good thing is here is that we're holding that 0.78. And we're not putting in a new low here on the monthly, at least. Yeah, I believe that the bull market is still going on. So we can see right here, we're starting to curl up, right? I mean, yeah, I see a Q&T pretty bullish here because, let's see right here on the daily. You can kind of see, right, we're starting to build support and close above here on the top of that resistance level. There's a lot of resistance here, and we got some big green candles, and now we're starting to close up here, and that's a bullish sign, right? It's a bullish sign that we didn't come up here and then go right back down and kind of struggling. We're closing up here, most likely gonna have some type of bull flag, and then break above again. Okay, so I'm liking Q&T, but really the next big target is obviously the golden pocket, which is 91 to 98. All right, so 91 to 98 bucks Q&T is going to be where there's going to be a lot of resistance here. But honestly, I mean, if you're bullish on Q&T, it doesn't hurt to buy a couple of Q&T if you believe it can go to $1,000. Right, if you really do believe in the project, because it definitely can. The tokenomics are really good based on the supply. So yeah. What was the next coin? Let's check out some of the coins here you guys mentioned. I think Rose. I believe it was Rose. I think Rose, last time I checked out Rose, it looked really, really bad. So let's see how it's recovered. Let's see if it's recovering. I mean, it still looks really awful, to be honest. Yo, bro, check out chart RSR. I got you, Manny. I'll chart RSR. I got you, man. And by the way, guys, if you guys want to get the futures bonus, if you guys want to get price participate in the prize pool, check it out in my profile. I might do some live trades here in a little bit. But looking at Oasis, honestly, this is really bad. I would just be careful coins like this, right? You might be bullish in the project, but it's just an awful chart where we're just almost kind of like a falling knife. And yeah, we're pumping here with the market, but it doesn't mean that, you know, this is the bottom and we're going to start to reverse, right? We can easily pump and then put in a new low when Bitcoin goes back to 80K or so. So, you know, I'm more bullish short term for Rose just because it's down so much. We can see a pump here back to like 21 or even 25, but long term to medium term, I'm bearish for sure. Right? I'm not very confident with this coin having a recovery back to all-time highs, to be honest. Okay. For me to be confident again, right, I'd have to see it pump and hold this level as support, that 0.26. If you can get some God candles here and then hold this as support, then we can start a recovery. And it could be kind of like a V-shaped recovery. Until that happens, it's definitely not looking good. Yeah, it's a possibility Bitcoin can go down to 64K. Again, you know, one of my situations is Bitcoin does have a dead cat bounce. And we break the low here, the 80K low. It's gonna make a lot of people think we're going to like 20K or, you know, 25K, 30K. But if we do have that dead cat bounce to the 50-week, we break the 80K low. I believe the lowest Bitcoin goes is basically the previous all-time high range, similar to what it did right here in last bear market. So if that does happen, I know there's gonna be a lot of panic in the market, but I don't believe we're gonna have a drop to like 30K or something. Anytime, Jai. Anytime, man. Oh yeah, I asked you if you were still here, if you so I can do Arbitrum. CJ. The 3-month, yeah, the 3-month right here. This is the 3-month. Thoughts on H-bar? I'm bullish on H-bar. Very bullish on H-bar. I'll check it out. Yeah, I gotta check out. So some of the coins here, I gotta check out RSR, Arbitrum, and H-bar. I got you. But yeah, I mean, like I said, even on a 3-month, right? I mean, this is a big level right here for Bitcoin. So we'll see if we do go down there. So let's check out H-bar real quick because H-bar is pretty easy. You know, I just said I'm bullish on H-bar and I'll just prove it, right? I mean, this is a very bullish chart. You can see despite this big, massive market crash, H-bar is just coming down here, flipping this level as resistance, the 618 golden pocket level right there. And that's exactly where we get that bounce, right? Like I say it all the time, the closing is everything. You see how H-bar wicks all the way down, breaking the golden pocket. That was the best time to buy right there, right? During that panic. And we kind of have a tail here, right? We have a tail. And guess what? We close above the 618. That's a signal right there that we're bullish. And you can see we bounced right off of it. Okay, and this was the same level that we had resistance here. So this is still a very bullish chart here. I'm really liking H-bar's chart. And I'm bullish on it long term. I mean, this could be the bottom here. If we have the bottom for Bitcoin, this is most likely the bottom for H-bar. Okay, so what was the next coin? Arbitrum, right? Arb. Take a look here, Arbitrum. Which honestly doesn't look too good. I'm just going to be honest with you. I really don't like Arbitrum until it really breaks out of this really ugly descending channel that it's in, right? It's like a descending channel that it just, you know, the real test here is when Bitcoin really starts to go, make some big gains. Is Arbitrum gonna follow, right? If it doesn't, that's your sign right there that it's not gonna survive or go to all-time highs. So, you know, when Bitcoin really goes back to 110, 120K and Arbitrum is kind of still struggling in this descending channel, that's not a good sign, right? We want to see, you know, when Bitcoin goes back to 110, 120K, we want to see Arbitrum have like a God candle, break out of this ugly descending channel that it's in. So, you know, until then, it's pretty bearish here. I mean, we're basically just putting in lower highs, right? Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. And now we're, you know, I am bullish short term because we're most likely going to bounce up here and put in a lower high here again. So I'm bullish short term, but medium to long term is just going to repeat this unless it really follows Bitcoin when Bitcoin makes those big moves. What should I substitute? So you want to look for a coin better than Arbitrum. I mean, like HBAR, we were just talking about HBAR. I think HBAR is pretty good. It has a great chart because it's coming down to flip past resistance as support. So I would say HBAR is a good coin. Even SUI too, right? I'm liking SUI too. You can see SUI is still in a nice long-term uptrend here. So I mean, there's a lot of coins out there that are pretty good in my opinion. Yeah. But yeah, man, you guys been killing it. Appreciate it. Anytime, guys. And again, I might do some live trading here, some high leverage trading because I got the futures bonus. And basically how the futures bonus works is you keep whatever you profit. So, you know, stay tuned. We're going to see which coins here I can trade. I'm going to do some live scalp trading, high leverage. And if you guys want to participate too, get the futures bonus and these really cool rewards. They're having the 4th anniversary. You can check it out in my profile. And you'll get those rewards using my link. Okay. But this is basically my setup. I have like 4 charts I like to look at. And I'm just going to be looking at some coins here. Let's go. Yeah, let's go, guys. You guys have been killing it. Wow, 50 people on here. Absolutely insane. So like what I like to do here, basically my scalping strategy is I like to look at the higher time frame. So I look at the higher time frame. I like to see, okay, do we have a clear trend, right, momentum? And if we do, I go to the lower time frames and then I like to scalp that in a very fast trade. So let me look at some other coins here. Let's see if we can find a good coin to trade. Can we do XRP? Yeah, let's do XRP. Yeah, when USD dips, Bitcoin goes up. Agree. 100%. In fact, before we look at XRP, shout out to Justin for reminding us, but this is one of the most important charts. No one will show it except me. I'm the only one that will show it because it's a boring chart, but it's one of the most important charts when you guys take profits this bull market. And it's just a boring chart because it's really not a coin. And I have the Fibonacci levels for you guys, so you know, that's just who I am right here. So this is the USDT dominance chart, and you can see my prediction is the top of the market will be when USDT dominance goes into this level right here, based on my Fibonacci levels. Okay, right now you can see why I've been bullish the last couple of weeks if you guys have been following me here in my live stream. Because we came up here to massive resistance point for USDT dominance. You see that? And we're getting a big red candle right there because it's a massive resistance level. But what I believe will happen is when the market really does take off and we're at these record all-time highs for certain coins, I believe USDT dominance is going to dump to this level. Okay, so we're going to lose the support and then go down lower to this level. Somewhere here. That's the level where you definitely want to be taking profits. So I'll be updating you guys here as we go. I'm going to be live streaming. I'm going to be consistent. So if you guys new, definitely follow. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. Very important chart. And let's do XRP. Or RSR, my bad. Yeah, RSR. I remember Manny commented first, so we'll do RSR. And then we'll do XRP. So yeah, let's take a look at RSR. So RSR, you know, this is a big dump here for RSR, to be honest. But the good thing here is that it didn't lose its bear market low. Right, we didn't come down here and put in a lower low here for RSR. So that's a really good thing. We actually came down to that massive pullback back in 2023, 2024, January. So we're basically the same level here from January 2024. All right, we're starting over here back to where we were 1 year ago. So, you know, the good thing here is that we're very oversold, as you can see here on the monthly. So we're extremely oversold. The good thing here too is that we're putting in a higher low. We're oversold, we're putting in a higher low. So this is bullish divergence here that we're getting on the monthly, at least. On the 2 week, we're pretty oversold. We're getting that 2 week cross, which is a bullish thing. So one of the very simple things is that when we're oversold on multiple time frames, the monthly, the 2 week, the weekly, it's very rare that we're oversold on all these time frames. And usually those are the best times to buy. You can see we're starting to get a push up here. I can see this coin kind of delayed here to the market. So it definitely has some more space to come up here to 0.0032 or even 0.41. Right. So I see RSR making a big push here for sure. I'm kind of following the market. So I'm pretty bullish on RSR, and I'm still holding my RSR. You know, luckily I didn't buy the top for RSR. I started buying here, you know, before I even had this big dump, but I've been buying here and buying it, you know, buying it, going it down even more. So what's up, Stefano? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming to the live stream. Hey Roski, when you're done, can you chart silver or take a look at it? Yeah, I'll take a look at silver. Let's take a look at XRP now. But again, overall, I'm very bullish on RSR for sure. And yeah, we'll take a look at what silver is. How do I search silver? What's the tag for it? So XRP, right off the bat on the monthly, we're getting that beautiful bounce off the 21. Right there, the 21 MA here in blue on the monthly. Wow, we're resetting that monthly stochastic. So I'm really liking this because it's been a minute since we've been oversold on the monthly for XRP. In fact, the last time we were oversold on the monthly was back when it was in the 40 cents level before it got that God candle. Okay, so we're slowly resetting that without dumping, right? So we're resetting that stochastic to oversold without having a massive dump back to like below $1. Okay, so this is a very positive bullish sign here for XRP, especially getting a nice bounce here in the 21 MA. Right, we're probably gonna get some type of pullback here, kind of get some choppy action here. Yeah, you can see right. You can see why we're gonna get some pullback here, because on the 2 week we're getting some type of resistance right there on the 21 and 25 and blue and yellow. So we can push up a little higher here, possibly to 250 XRP, and then get that pullback back to like 2, right? We're overall a lot of good signs here for XRP. On the weekly too, right? We're starting to push up here to that 50 week. You know, long term speaking, I'm very bullish on XRP. I think this coin, you know, being my biggest holding, I'm really happy with it because, as you guys know, I bought a ton here. I made so much content during 2024, 2023, and it's been amazing. You know, the profits that I have. RSR and XCN boss loving the movement, might get a bit of a pullback retest. Yeah, XCN has had a big pump today, right? Sierra, thank you so much for the roses. Thank you. Are you sure right now? I'm still long. I'm still bullish. But again, I've been bullish for like the last 3 weeks, right? And I still see the market moving up a little. Like I said, I'm bullish until we get to that 50-week MA on the weekly. Right? Once we get here to the Bitcoin 50-week, then I'm more bearish. Okay. Why do you think it's pumping a bit? The reason why it's pumping a bit, and again, shout out to the people that's been in my live streams for the last 3 weeks. I've been saying this all the time, right? We came down to the 100 MA here in purple. You see, this is my own indicator I created. The purple is the 100. And for multiple weeks, we've been bouncing off of it. And last week, the closing is everything. But you see how we close above the range right here? Right there? That's a signal we're going to go much higher. And we're starting to go higher. So, I mean, we might hang around here around this 93, 96 level. Because it is a big level here for Bitcoin. Don't get me wrong. You can see right here, there's a lot of resistance here. But even if we get a pullback, I see Bitcoin going up to 98K to even 101. And then we got to see, once we get up there, depending on the price action, you know, we might be either bullish or bearish. And you guys been killing it with the likes. Appreciate it. What was the next coin we were going to check out? I think we checked out XRP. Oh, and silver. Yeah, silver. So let me know what's the tag for silver. Is it just silver? Oh yeah, DOT. I forgot about that too. Let me know the tag for silver and we'll check out silver. Let's see if DOT's making a comeback. It's having a decent bounce here, which is pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if DOT has like a big candle, like a big reversal candle, like we had a big red candle. We might have a big green candle back to like 287, $3. Right, I would not be surprised if that happens. We're very oversold here on stochastic, but you can see how stochastic is just curling up big, right? We're starting to get that momentum change here on the weekly for Polkadot. So that, I mean, that's a good sign. And the monthly is looking really good too. I'll just say this, right? The monthly, it's looking like a tweezer bottom, right? If we can close the monthly either like this or higher, we're probably going to continue this continuation to over $3. So right now we're getting a tweezer bottom here for Polkadot. But then again, we got 25 days left here on the monthly. As long as we close like this or higher, yeah, I'm bullish on Polkadot. Is XRP just following big for the big picture? Yeah, I mean, well, it's just it's following Bitcoin. It might not follow it on certain days, but it's been basically following Bitcoin overall. Okay, so we got Cardano. And let me know silver, Stefano, let me know what's the tag for silver. What do I search for silver? Let's take a look at Cardano, which came down a lot. So on the monthly, very bullish here, engulfing green candle. There's a lot of signs here that tells me that we're going to get a continuation into February. Right? Starting out this month like this. If we can end it, right? Let's see if we can have a good ending. Just like we had a good start for January, let's see if we can have a good ending. On the weekly too, I mean, this is a good sign here on the weekly. You can see how we have a big drop. And, you know, we can close above here, above the resistance point here. And you can see we're curling up here, stochastic curling up here. Most likely Cardano's next big target is it shoots back up to 54 cents. That's the next big target. I'll just type silver. Okay, I think I got it. Well, let me see here because it's on crypto only. TRX, we got Chainlink. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna check out all your favorite altcoins. Let me just check out silver here because Stefano asked me first. So let's take a look at silver. I think this is it right here. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, 70. There we go. We found it. We found it. Oh wow. I had the Fibonacci on silver. I forgot. I think it's been a while here since I had this Fibonacci for silver, but wow. I can't even remember the when I put this Fibonacci on silver, but based on the Fibonacci levels, we are coming near a top here. Yeah, we are in that top level. So, you know, I would say silver has a little bit more space to push up here, possibly to 90 bucks. Okay. And then the 618 brings us to 128. But either way, it's coming near a top, right? It's coming near a top, either 90 bucks to 128. But I'm pretty bullish, still short. I can still see silver keep pushing up here to those levels right there, like I said. Yeah, I mean, so when will we pull back for silver? Let's take a look here on the daily. I mean, to be honest, we might just push up. I mean, until we get that 90 bucks. Could be the moment when we start to pull back, right? Because right now it's looking bullish. We might have a mini pullback here if we go higher. But I definitely see some higher targets for silver, maybe 90 bucks, and then we'll have a big pullback. But it's looking very strong on this continuation here to 90 bucks, which is my next Fibonacci level. So yeah, it could be a big reason, right? Venezuela, shout out to Gabe, could be a big reason for that, and a big reason why we can keep pushing up higher. Thank you guys for the hearts, by the way. TRX, we'll take a look here at TRX. TRX has been looking really good, Tron. We can see 2021. Let me do a Fibonacci on Tron. You can see we've been building support on exactly our Fibonacci level here at that 0.27. So, you know, very soon I see 45 cents Tron to even 50 cents from this pullback, right? You can see how it pulls back to the previous resistance level. So we're basically flipping a past resistance as future support. We're going to start to slowly curl up and eventually get... You can even have like a cup and handle scenario here, right? So I'm pretty bullish on Tron. I'm really liking this structure here for Tron. And a bigger reason too why this is bullish is the stochastic, right? You can just look at a chart flat out naked, and that tells you something. But when you look at the stochastic, it tells you what's happening behind the scenes, right? It tells you how much gas it has right behind the scenes. And you can see how the stochastic is extremely oversold. It's an oversold territory for Tron, but Tron is putting in higher lows. Look at this. Right, Tron is putting in a higher low here, flipping a past resistance as support, while it's in the same oversold territory as it was during the bear market. That's insane. That is a really bullish structure here on the monthly for Tron. Okay, really bullish. This is a bullish divergence. The reason why this is bullish divergence is because we're putting in a higher low. But here on stochastic, you see right here, lower low. So that's a bullish signal right there. So pretty good. Many thanks on silver, your gold, homie. Stefano, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Anytime. You got Chainlink. Yeah, I forgot to check out Chainlink. We'll take a look at Chainlink. And Chainlink has been one of my biggest holdings too, as well. I think it's in my top 5. I did buy a lot here when we went to, you know, 12, 11 bucks. And let's start with the higher time frames and work our way up, our way down. So the monthly, really good here on the monthly, because we're engulfing the previous candle. We're coming here to a big resistance level, and we can easily go here to 16 bucks here in February, right? I mean, we might even tap that and then come down, and then February go to that level. You can also see right here on the 2-week, which ends in 12 days. On the 2-week, we've just been ranging here, choppy, right? Chop, chop, chop. If we get a closing here on the 2-week, around here, we're going to continue this to 16 bucks for sure. Especially since we're getting that flip here on the 2-week. You see that crossover in oversold territory. So there's a lot of signals here that Chainlink is going to continue this momentum to the upside. A lot of green signs here, green signals, the weekly as well. So I'm just sharing you guys signals here that the momentum is shifting, right? The momentum is changing because we're moving out of this range. So that's why, you know, historically it's always great to buy in times when multiple time frames are in oversold territory. And on the monthly right now for Chainlink, we're in oversold. Okay. So pretty good. Ondo, we got Ondo, Dogecoin. You guys been killing it. Thank you for the likes. Don't forget, if you guys want to trade with me, I'm gonna be trading here in a little bit. If you guys want to trade with me, use my link in the profile. Get the futures bonus, as well as get raffles for the prizes for the 4th anniversary, which ends January 26th. So let's take a look here at Ondo. Let's see how Ondo's looking. You can kind of see here on the daily, right? It all starts here in the lower time frames, and it kind of acts as like a domino effect. And you can see how on the daily, look at Ondo on the daily, 25.21, which is in blue and yellow, resistance, right? All the way down until basically like 5 days ago, right? 5 days ago, we closed above the 21.25, and now we're pumping here. We're moving up with the market. So that's why the shorter time frames, it tells you what's going to happen. And you can see right here based on the closing. So, you know, I see Ondo on the daily testing that 100 MA, which is around 55 to 60 cents. On the weekly, you can see we're starting to move up from oversold, starting to point curl up here. So Ondo is also showing signs of a massive momentum change. But again, we're probably going to come up here to 50 to 55 cents. Get some resistance. And then the real level here for Ondo is that 60 cents level right there. Because that's where Ondo's massive support was that it lost. So in a scenario where Bitcoin is bearish, and let's say Bitcoin goes to 103 and puts in a lower high, Ondo's going to do something kind of similar to this level. We go up here, we test out these MAs, we catch up with it right here, we put in a lower high, and then we go down and we break the low. Okay, that's a scenario if Bitcoin goes to 103, puts in a lower high, and then goes down and breaks 80K. Okay. But short term, I'm very bullish here. And Bitcoin is kind of leading the way on this bounce here. So I do see Ondo and a lot of coins start to move up with Bitcoin. Anytime, Jimmy. Anytime, bro. Anytime. And yeah, let's do some live trading here. Leverage trading. Man, this coin has been pumping. I should have put in long here. I'm gonna do some high leverage trading, so it's gonna be pretty exciting. Again, I'm using futures bonus, which is, it's not my money, but whatever I profit from it. Oh yeah, Dogecoin. Whatever I profit from it, I do keep. And so far, I profited 200 bucks, which is pretty good. Let's take a look here at Dogecoin before I do trade. And you guys can use the link in the bio to get those rewards, of course. But let's take a look here at Doge. One of the most bullish meme coins out there, the king of meme coins. And we'll start off here with the monthly and I'll work our way up, right? Our way down, that is. So monthly Doge is looking extremely bullish because we're engulfing the previous candle. We got 25 days left, but still, I mean, this is really bullish here. Obviously, that 16 cents level is a big key of resistance here on the monthly. So we might even test that out this month. Pull back, right? We might hit 16, 17 cents. Wick back down. And close above here, around here in the 15 cents. And then February, we break through that. So we can have a scenario like that. Okay. The 2 week, we got that flip on the 2 week, which is bullish. All right, the 2 week is giving you a hint here. The momentum is changing for Dogecoin. Again, that's 16 cents. 17, we could possibly hit that this month. And then February, go all the way back to 19, 20 cents. You know, I would not be surprised on this possibly happening. Right now, we're getting resistance here because, I mean, this is a big support level from back in June. Back in June and April that we lost. So now we're getting some resistance here before we break above it. So overall, I'm bullish on Dogecoin. I think this coin is going to 17 to even 20 cents pretty soon. But yeah, let's say try to find a coin here to trade. Let's see if we could do a live trade here for you guys. I want to see what we can do. Let's just check out some coins, of course. I mean, this coin is looking pretty bullish here, I'm not gonna lie. So I'll show you guys here how I do my trades, my scalp trades. Okay. Let's see here what we got. Honestly, I might look to short this, right? If you come out to some, I might put in a short right now, to be honest. I know it's kind of risky, but I might do it for the live stream. Because it is pumping here, so XRP. I just want to see it go a little bit higher here. If it can go pump a little bit higher, then I'll put in a short. Yeah. And again, if you guys want the futures bonus, you can use my link in the profile. The way the futures bonus works is you keep what you profit. You can withdraw what you profit or even buy other coins. So yeah, let's see some other coins here too. So this is Deep. This coin is called Deep. Let's see how we're looking for other coins here. Again, what I like to do, my strategy is I like to look at the higher time frames, as you can see right here, and I like to see if there's a good setup, right? A good probability setup for the coins I'm trading. Yeah. Can you do bonk? Sure. We'll do bonk. We'll take a look here at bonk for you. Man, massive green candle for Bonk. I saw Pepe too. Has been doing really well. I would just be careful here though, right? This is Bonk is a massive green candle. Back to that resistance level. Well, that past support level. So now we're attacking it as resistance. So we're gonna be hanging. We're probably gonna be chopping out here for a little bit. You know, I don't see Bonk breaking this level, at least until February. So I mean, we can wick all the way up here, get some resistance, pull back, which is actually be a healthy, right? If Bonk does this, and then we break above this point of control here in February. But this is definitely bullish here for Bonk, and we see that 2-week. I mean, so many coins that are bullish right now are getting the same thing. They're sharing the same signals, which is that 2-week stochastic cross. A lot of coins are doing that 2-week stochastic cross. So I mean, I see Bonk going up here to 15, right? What is that? 4 zeros 15, and then getting some resistance around there. And man, if we get you know, the 2-month here, if we get a tweezer bottom or a engulfing candle here on the 2-month, there's a month and 23 days left. But if that does happen here for Bonk, very, very bullish here for the bottom being in, right? I already did Dogecoin. Basically, Dogecoin it's working its way up to 17 cents and then 19 cents. So bullish. So Dogecoin is going to follow Bitcoin here, which I believe Bitcoin will go to 98 to 100. In which I see Dogecoin following it. Here it's back to that 0.5 Fibonacci level, which is around 19 cents. Okay. We got Filecoin for Jenny. I haven't done AVAX yet. We'll check out Filecoin. Let's see if Filecoin is recovering nicely here, because we're getting a nice engulfing candle here so far on the monthly. Let's check out the 2-week. 2-week also looking pretty decent. So yeah, I mean, Filecoin is it's having a slow recovery. But we know, I mean, Filecoin, it can have a big explosion anytime soon. You know, I do see eventually testing $2 to 220 before we get some type of resistance. So I mean, this is a massive gap to fill out here for Filecoin, back to 215, 220. So I'm pretty bullish short term. Medium to long term, I really don't know. I think Filecoin still has a really bad chart. Until Filecoin makes 340 support again, I would be very bearish on it, right? Because you can just see how we had this support that we lost since the bear market, which is now resistance. But then again, if you're bullish on the project, it doesn't hurt to buy here at these extremely low levels if you believe it's going to recover and go to $10 possibly, right? I mean, that's almost a 10x. Anytime. And thank you guys so much for the likes. You guys have been killing it. Let's check out AVAX. AVAX is still down a lot here. You know, push up a little bit, but hasn't really reacted to the market yet. So there still is some more space here for AVAX to go back to 17. So man, I could see AVAX go up here to, you know, 1589, get some resistance, and then break that, possibly go to 17 to $20. Especially because you can see the stochastic is starting to curl up pretty big. So usually before we have that big breakout, you'll see stochastic start to curl up first. Right, on the monthly as well. So pretty bullish on AVAX here, even though it's down a ton. All right, let's check out some coins here we can trade. I want to at least put one trade here in the live stream. Show you guys here how it works. And try to have an exciting trade here. Man, this coin has just been dumping. Should have put a short here on this coin. Yeah, this coin Mavi has just been dumping so much. It's kind of crazy. Let's see, if we have a big pump here, I might put in a short on this coin. Only lets me do 25x though. All right, we got Pippin. Honestly, I might put in a long on this coin, even though it's down a ton here. I might put in a long here. See if we can hold this. Thank you for the hearts. Hi, what's up, Summer? Thank you for coming to the live stream. You saw that I should have put in a long. I might put in a long right here. So let's do a live trade. I just put in a long right there, 25x. Again, if you guys want to use the same platform that I'm trading on, check it out in the profile. They're having the 4th anniversary, and you guys can participate in price pools, get raffles, and get what I'm using right here, the futures bonus. You want to take advantage of it and basically use their money, and you keep what you profit. So you can see it's very easy to use too. You see it tells you how much you made right there. You can get your TP, which is your take profit, slide it up right there, right? That's my TP. Or you can get your SL, slide it down to protect yourself. So I might put a stop loss right there. So if we have a big red candle, that kind of protects me from losing more, right? I'll just lose $1 basically. But we're up pretty decently here on this trade. Let's see how we do here. Shout out to King. Thank you for the taps. Yeah, I'll check out Dogecoin. I already checked that out twice, but I'll check it out again. We're just doing 25x here on this coin. Let's see if we can go up higher here. Let's see what we can do. I'll keep that right there. And checking out Dogecoin here for the 3rd time. You know, I'm happy a lot of you guys like Dogecoin because it's one of my top coins. But very bullish, right? The monthly engulfing and the weekly. You can see we just been dumping on the weekly. And then last week, we just engulfed the previous 5 weeks, basically. So this is a signal that, we're going to have a continuation here to 20 cents. Okay, so this is what the candles tell me. No, it's all good, bro. Don't worry. Don't worry. But you can see how the stochastic is just starting to curl up here, right? That's telling me that the momentum is changing. We got a really bullish weekly close, and this week we're holding it. We're holding the top of that range. So this is really bullish price action right there for Dogecoin. The 2-week as well got the 2-week cross. So there's a lot of green signals here for Dogecoin. A lot of green signals. I mean, we might come up here to 16 cents, right? Get some resistance, pull back, bounce off 15, and then attack 20 cents. So I wouldn't be surprised at 20 cents, 19 cents Dogecoin in February. Nice, we're up 76 cents here on this coin. let's see here. I'm just gonna keep this here for the heck of it. If you do come down here, I'll lose $1 on my SL. But I don't mind risking this. What website do you use to trade? So right now I'm using this one right here. It's called BitUnix. You guys can see right here. It's honestly the best one. You guys can use my link. You get the futures bonus, which basically how it works is whatever you trade, you keep what you profit. And right now they're having the 4th anniversary where you guys can get a bunch of prize pools. Like I got a raffle just by simply trading my trading volume. I got a raffle to be able to get some crazy prizes, money as well. So definitely check it out. It's KYC free. And it's very simple to use. Like I just showed you right here, my TP, you just bring it, drag it up, right? You exit out of it. Your SL, you drag it down, and you can have up to 16 windows. I only have 5 windows, as you can see right here in different time frames. But you can have up to 16. So what I like to do is I like to look at coins, and I like to go here in the higher time frames here, like 15. And you see this coin, I was looking at it like, okay, we're at a massive support level. You see right here on massive, we're at the range low, massive support level. So I believe it can at least catch a bounce here, right? And you can see I'm already up $1.20. But again, this is a $8, this is like $11 trade using 25x. So I look at the higher time frames, and then I go to the lower time frames to trade, to scalp trade basically. Okay, so but again, I'm using 25x. You can this platform lets you do up to 200x depending on the coins, and it's KYC free, so it's really cool. And I'm trading here off a coin called Pippin. Yeah, this is just a $11 trade just to warm up here. First trade of the live stream. But again, what's awesome about the futures bonus that you guys can see, I have it right here. The futures bonus is that you keep whatever you profit. So whatever you profit, you can basically withdraw it and buy other coins. Look at that. All right, so I'm just going to close off it right here. Boom. $1.71. Okay, so you can see right there. Obviously, this is just an $11 25x trade. But again, if this was like $200 trade, I would have profited, you know, way more. Probably like 50 bucks or something. So that's one thing too I recommend. One of my biggest tips for traders is you use lower amount of money, get consistent, and then you add more to your trades. And what I recommend too is use high leverage with lower amounts of money. Okay, again, nothing is financial advice, but it's just what I believe is the best strategies out there. What I also like to do here, just giving you guys here some really good tips. I don't know if you guys can see right here in the platform. You go right here, you go to change, and you can see the coins are up the most volatility, and the coins that are down the most. I like to look at these coins because they have the most volatility, right? So go right here. Let's take a look at this coin, for example. So then when I look at the coin, I just like to look at the setup, if it's a high probability setup. All right. Right there. But yeah. There we go. So let's take a look at this. So this coin's been in this uptrend here. We're slightly pulling back. Let's see another coin here, because this coin is kind of weird. Let's see if we can see this coin. I mean, this coin, it definitely looks like it wants to drop. What's up, Vision Pulse? How you doing, bro? Pepe is the king. You think so? I think I might long this coin, to be honest. Let's do a... We can do 50x on this coin. So let's do a 50x trade. I might long this coin right here. I should have gotten the long earlier right there. It's all good. That's one thing too I recommend too, is never put in your full entry in one entry, right? So I put in an entry there, but if it goes down lower, I got another amount here. So you want to like kind of divide your amount in entries. Yeah. So we just got in the 50x trade here for this coin. The 50x long. Let's see if it does pull back more. I'll put in some more around this level. And again, use the stop loss, right? You can see right here. You just drag it, put it down to where you believe the stop loss will be important. And you can also put your TP in case we have a big pump. What's up, Sam? How you doing, man? Yeah, bro, I've been bullish on... I still hold my Pepe. I'm very bullish on Pepe. Haven't sold one Pepe. Long with SL, yeah. So let's see, if we do dump here, I'll add more to this trade. Let's see what it does. And again, you can do up to like 200x leverage, KYC free. Use the link in my profile and you guys get the futures bonus, as well as participate in the price pools. And the number one rule about trading, guys, is patience is key. So let's see what we can do here. No, you don't need a VPN. So this platform, as you guys can see right here, it's KYC free and you don't need a VPN. Some out there are KYC free and you do need a VPN. This one you don't need a VPN. And I've been using them for like a year plus. Never had any problems. If you guys are on YouTube, it's right there in the pinned comment. So when you click on it, it'll take you right here. And it'll automatically put my referral code, so you don't have to worry about that. If you want to put it manually, it's just Sir Lewis. But you can see right here the 4th anniversary. You can see they're having a lot of prizes right here too. But yeah, I mean, I'm using the futures bonus right here, which you guys can get. And I already profited like 200 bucks off of 1,000 futures bonus that they gave me. So it's been pretty good. All right, we're up $1, guys. $1. If you do pump here, I'll probably get out of this trade. I'm probably going to pump here. Let's see. That's the thing. Once you guys get consistent on your trades, then you can add more to your trades, right? I just put a $11 trade here, so been pretty good. If we do come down lower, I'm definitely going to add more. right there. I might add some more right there. All right, just added some more right there. So $23 trade here so far. Put my TP around right there if we do have a pump. And it tells you right there how much you're in profit right there or in a loss. $3. Let's see if we pump up higher. So far, this trade's been going my way, which is pretty good. If we do get that pump here to this zone, I'm definitely gonna get out here. But it looks like it wants to pump up here. Let's see. So look at that. If we do pump up here to the zone, $10 right there, we hit my TP. Let's see if we hit that TP right there. If we get really close, I'll just exit out manually. $6. And we basically got in right here, right? But that's the thing, right? We got in right here, but when we came down lower, I added my second entry, which brought down my my entry level. Right. That's why I recommend as a trader, never put in your full amount on one entry. You want to divide it up. Come on, just hit it. Just hit the TP already. You know you want to hit it. Oh yeah, we're about to hit it. So close. We hit it. We hit it, guys. Let's go. $10. Let's go. I know it's not a lot, but second profitable trade of the live stream. We just hit it right there. This is what I like too, right? It shows you where you buy, right? Where you long. So right here. I longed right here, and I got out right there. You see that? I really like that. But yeah, $10 right there that I get to keep, because the futures bonus is basically you keep what you profit. Let's take a look at another coin here. Let's see if we can find some good setups that we can trade. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna be more live. I'm gonna come more live consistently. So definitely follow for more. And again, check it out, guys. It's in the profile link. Just click on it. You get the bonus. as well as participate in the prize pool, which they're having up to 4 million in the prize pool in terms of prizes. So definitely check it out on the profile. And I'll be back live again tomorrow. Love you guys. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. And shout out to you guys here on YouTube. Don't forget to check it out. It should be right there in the profile link. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.